Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving through Halfway Tree. The time is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a weekday. We'll give you an idea what the traffic is like. We are on Trafalgar Road heading towards, well, we were going to go to Hope Road, but the traffic is kind of heavy, so we're going to turn off on Ruthven Road. Okay, now, as you know, Halfway Tree is a very busy place. Now, when you get to the areas around the clock, that's where you find most of the plazas, most of the commercial office space. And it's such prime real estate that an acre of land in the Halfway Tree area, the average price is 1.5 million US. Okay, but before we get there, look at this building now. This is a residential building. We're on Ruthven Road. The name of it is Ruthven Towers. Now, this building is, actually, maybe we can drive in. The gate is open. No security. Very interesting. Okay, now this building is very famous because this is a building that the NHT, the National Housing Trust, built. Wow, it's empty. This is very... Okay, that's right. No, there is a problem with the building and the persons have not been able to move in. But that's not why the building is famous. The building is famous because the NHT, the National Housing Trust, built these buildings. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the NHT, they are a government agency that gives you loans to buy a house. Now, the average selling price on one of these units is about between 20 and 30 million. But what made it so popular is the NHT only gives you, I'm not sure what the current amount is, but they give you, just as an example, 5.5 million to buy a house. So everybody was like, why is NHT building these $30 million homes when the persons that contribute to the fund will never be able to afford it, even if you join with somebody else from the fund? So it created quite a discussion as to why is the NHT building these units and selling them for 30 million, just as an example, and you can only get 5.5 million to borrow from the fund. So persons were like, that's not the best use for the NHT resources. So that's why that building was so famous. And then after that, now I remember reading somewhere that you realize the building is empty because there's something wrong why persons can't move into the building. I don't remember the details, but I remember reading that something was wrong, and until it's fixed, persons can't move into the building. So that's the Ruthven Towers. That's the famous NHT building. And yeah, it was a very heated discussion, you could say, because normally NHT builds homes that persons that get the loan from the fund can use. They usually build homes that are cost less in value so that you can persons that contribute to the fund can buy the homes. And the best thing about the NHT is the interest rate that they give to buy these homes is less than what you would get from a regular commercial bank. Alright, so we are now on Winchester Avenue heading towards Old Hope Road, and that will take us into the Halfway Tree area. But as we were saying, the land around Halfway Tree is very expensive. So that's another reason why it costs so much for the NHT to build those homes, because the land value in the Halfway Tree area, it's prime real estate, very expensive. And that's because Halfway Tree is such a busy place, and you put a plaza in Halfway Tree and it doesn't matter what you sell, you're going to get a crowd. Okay, now this on the right is the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. Now, on the left at the back is a nightclub, and you are not allowed to park in front of the Jamaica Civil Aviation building or road at any time 24 hours a day. And believe it or not, it's actually enforced. The police from halfway tree will come and I don't know where they get the records from, but you will get towed or you'll get a ticket. It's probably the only place I know of in Jamaica, other than the airport, if you park illegally, you're going to get a ticket or you're going to get towed. And that's because that organization, the Civil Aviation Authority, they are in charge of the airspace for Jamaica. And so they have to operate 24 hours a day. And they need access to the building. Not sure, because every airport has its own tower, but nonetheless, they are very strict about it. Okay, now you have a lot of other government agencies on this road. You also have a lot of apartments, and you also have a lot of business places, commercial buildings, mostly doctors' offices and those kind of things. The Bureau of Standards was a building right beside the Jamaica Civil Aviation building. As we said, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and here this looks like a police officer giving a ticket, so I guess they really are very strict on this road. Okay, on the left now is the Winchester Business Center, and this is it's not really it's a business center. They don't really have a lot of retail stores. It's mostly like doctor offices and labs and commercial buildings, not really like you walk in. And actually, let's just take a quick tour. There you can see the police officer gave that car a ticket. Well, he stopped them. So this is the Winchester Business Center, and as you can see, it's more a commercial building. It doesn't really have a lot of retail stores. It has Broadbent, which is eye care, a medical lab, these business places, mostly a dental office, printing office, insurance brokers. So, as it says, business center. And it's packed. Whatever they're doing well, because the parking lot is packed. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.